Hello everyone, it's Fiona again from Lavender Blue, and this is Freebie Friday number 6 on my Facebook group. So this is a free printable on my Facebook group, and I will put the link below the video. And what we're going to make today is some little matchbook notebooks for your journals or your scrapbooking projects. So when you get the printable, it looks like this. And there's one large notebook and one small matchbook, but I've already cut this one out, so this one would be in there like that. So you just need to go ahead and cut them all out, and I'll show you how to put them together. Okay, so we've got a big one and a small one. And first of all we need to do is some scoring, and I've done mine, but I'll tell you where you need to score. So with the small one, and first of all just sort of make up your mind which part or which end you want to be in the front, because that will be the longest part from the edge there, and this will be the little lip that folds up at the bottom. So as far as scoring goes, with the small one, you're going to score 3/4 of an inch from one edge. So 3/4 of an inch from one edge, and then you're going to come in from the other end. From the other end, score at 2 1/4 inches. So 3/4 of an inch and 2 1/4 inches from the other end. So that will go together like this. And for the large one, you're going to come up again at 3/4 of an inch from one end, and then coming from the other end, you're going to score at 3 1/2 inches. That's right. Or is it 3 1/4? Sorry, I've written it down here. No, 3 1/2 inches from the other end. So then or is it 3 1/4? Sorry guys. No, I'm pretty sure it's 3 1/2. So if that's 3/4 of an inch, 3/4 of an inch, 3 3/4 there to there, 4 1/2. So that's going to be, yeah, 3 1/2. Okay, so I hope that's clear. So that's going to fold down, and that one's going to fold up there like that. So the first thing I'm going to do, is I always like to do, is ink up all of my little pieces around the edges. And I might just speed this up so that you don't have to watch me doing that bit. I've gone ahead and inked everything up. So the next thing we need to do is cut our little papers, our little pages for our little matchbook notebook. And so the size for those, for the little one, they need to be 1 3/4 inches wide by 2.5 inches tall, and I've just cut 8. I've cut eight for each of them, and I'm using some coffee dyed paper. You can use plain paper, any paper that you prefer to use. And the large one, the measurements for the paper are 2.5 inches wide by 2.5 inches wide by 3 inches high. 2.5 by 3. There's a few different ways you can put these together, and so I'm just going to try a particular way that I want to do it, but there are a few ways you can do it. So let's start with the little one. So first of all, you want to get all your papers and try and get them even. Mine aren't actually cut perfectly, but pretty close, pretty close. And then when you've got them all put together, just get your stapler and just come in sort of right on the edge in the center and staple them all together at the bottom there. I've got a bit of ink on mine. So that should sit just in there, just under that top lip. And mine might be a little bit tall, to be honest. Yeah, mine are a little bit tall. So I'm just going to cut mine down just a little bit, because you want them to be below that fold. Let's see how much room we've got, because there is another thing you could do is you can put another little line, score line, at, you know, about 1/16 of an inch, or, you know, 2 or 3 millimeters. You could put another score line, so you've got a, what do you call it? So you've got a, you know, so that it'll give you more room there. Sorry, I always forget my words when I'm doing something on camera. But I think I'll just go ahead and cut these down with my craft knife. So, and my ruler. Where is my craft knife? I've got my utility knife here. So it's just a smidgen. I don't need to cut off very much. Just a smidgen. It's easy as that. And now that is going to sit in there a lot better, and your paper's like this when it's inside. And the idea is that this top is going to tuck into there, but we're going to attach this. We're going to use some twine or some lace to attach this down here. So what we need to do is place our paper inside, and then I'm going to punch 2 holes, one on either side, making sure that it's low enough that we still have a lip here for this to tuck into. Okay, so you want your holes to be behind or below the end of your cover bit. You want your holes to be just below there. So you can do that with an awl or a punch if it'll go through. This one I've got, I think, is 1/8 of an inch. So So I'm just going to see if this is going to go through all of those papers. Oh, and the other thing is, before you do this, if you want to, you can put some glue onto the back and glue that in place. Just wondering if I should do that to help hold it there. You don't need to, but yeah, I'm just going to put some glue in there. Just across the bottom, that's all. Or you can use some score tape if you have some thin score tape. And I'm just going to put that in place. Like that. So I'm going to make my little holes as low as possible here. Let's go this way, a bit easier to... So just in a little bit from the edge and up. Oh, I'm coming in maybe 3/8 of an inch, and up maybe 2 or 3/8 as well. Let's see if this is going to punch. If it's not, I'm going to use my awl. No, it's not. It's not strong enough. So let's use our awl. I haven't tried it before with the punch, but I thought I would give it a go. If you've got a crocodile, that would work, because they're a lot more heavy duty. But mine's not going to do it. So let's do our holes like this. Come across level. Do another one. I want to make them big enough to put some twine through there. And I'm just going to get my twine. So I have some nice, I have these little bits of twine, which I could use. Actually, the brown would look nice. Or the cream, or I have some jute twine there. And obviously you can use ribbon. This one, I think I'm going to use brown. So just enough to go around and tie a little bow, or a knot. Scissors there. And then I'm getting my other little tool, which is an embossing tool, to help me push that through. Just one of these little embossing tools with the holes on the end. You've got a bigger one and a smaller one. Just gonna hopefully poke that through like this. Actually, I'm gonna make the hole a bit bigger. Yep, I'm going to, sorry, come in from this side as well, because it's not big enough. Now, as I said, if you have a crocodile, you can make this a lot easier for yourself, but I don't have one, so I like to make do. So let's go in this one. Being careful not to split open twine. I could use a needle, that's true. Could use a needle. There we go. Through that one. And let's push through this one. Oh, I need the smaller end. And yeah, I know I could have done bigger holes as well, but you can't get them really big with the awl. So I'm sorry it looks a bit difficult. There is another way of doing it, which I might do on the other one, is just putting a brad in, and then you can attach your paper. Paper can sit behind the brad, so I might do that with the other one. So I'm just going to tie this, and once we've tied this, I'm going to cut the ends off, and I can decorate the outside with our other little printables. So just a little bow here. And you know, you might want to use ribbon and make it look a bit prettier. It's not a very good bow either, is it? Gee, I'm not having much luck today, but I'm pretty sure you get what I'm trying to do. Cut that off, cut that off. There, cute little bow, close it up. And let's put our little decorations on the outside. So obviously this one has the smaller circles and the smaller butterfly. So that's just going to go on there like that. A little butterfly on top, and you could add a little brad in the middle there. And then I've got the word notes. And I've cut mine sort of, you know, just oddly, just kind of ripped them because I didn't just want straight edges. And this one I've cut with like a little banner. So that's that. So let's glue this down. And as I said, yeah, this is a free printable in my Facebook group. I have a free printable every Friday. And but if you're not in my Facebook group and you don't wish to join, that's fine. This will also be printable in my Etsy shop, which you'll also find the link for that below. And I do allow you to sell what you make with my printables, but I prefer them to be as part of a larger project. So if you do actually make these and put them in a journal, that's fine. You can sell them in a journal. But I myself, you know, like to sometimes make them up and sell them in my shop. So I sort of prefer that you didn't sell them as is, but as part of a journal or part of another project is fine. So yeah. So there we are. There's the small one finished. Very, very cute, I think. Just open it up and you've got your little note paper. They're also nice for just little gifts, you know, in the mail or for maybe party favors, things like that. So I'll add printables in different themes for these. This one is a botanical. Okay, so we'll go ahead and make up the other one. Okay, so we get our pages and staple them at the bottom. And you know, these might be a bit too long as well, I'm not sure, but we will double check. Oh no, they're definitely not too long. That is going to go in there like that. Just going to glue this down. There. And for the closure on this one, I haven't really decided. Okay, I'm going to make it simple because this is another way you can do it also. Is just to put glue just on, you know, below your score line, but just at the bottom edge here. Just come in a little bit. Just making sure that it's going to attach to the bottom of the paper there. But you're only gluing the little bit like that, the bottom bit. Let that dry. And then once that's dry, you'll just be able to tuck your paper in like this. And you know, you could decorate this with some ribbon, whatever you want to. So I'm going to do that one like that. And I'll go ahead and decorate the front. And also, if any of you have any ideas for my Freebie Friday printables, or anything that you, you know, maybe a little small project that you you like to make, but you don't always have time to make it from scratch, and maybe you'd like to see it as a printable, please let me know, because yeah, I'd love to get ideas of what you might like to see. And if I can do it, I will. Little butterfly, put this one on. And you can always just put a dab of glue in the middle and make your little butterfly wings curl up if you want to. Or use some, use that foam tape, the foam tape, to stick it down so it's lifted up. And I'll stick my little notes sign on there. That one's all done. So I just think they're very cute, make nice gifts. They're excellent to put in your journals. So yeah, that's the project for today. I hope you like them. Might even keep them to write on myself. Cute little notebook there. And if you do happen to make them, put them together, please share them in the group or here on YouTube. Maybe tag me so that I can see your post, or on Facebook. And thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.